Hi, I'm Lily. I'm an oncology pharmacist. I'm also a foodie and a fitness enthusiast, and I wanted to talk to you today about health and wellness, which is a huge area of interest of mine. So being healthy to me is a culmination of being physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually healthy. So for physical health, it's important we get 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Your body is so amazing. It has all these biochemical processes that are constantly working. There's laws of physics going on inside your body, and so when you rest, it gives your body gives your body time to reset, rejuvenate, to heal, even though these processes are still going on. When I committed myself to a minimum 7 hours of sleep a night, it was easier to maintain a healthy weight. It was easier for me to conceptualize my tasks at hand so I didn't overcommit myself. I noticed I was more efficient at work and less susceptible to common colds every year. Next is nutrition. Nutrition is so important because the food that you feed your body is going to break it down, utilize the nutrients and glucose to keep your body going. It's the energy, it's the fuel source. It's so important too that the American Cancer Society recommends 5 servings every day of fruit and veggies as a preventative strategy against cancer. So when I eat, I think of my plate as a color palette. I want to see reds, I want to see different shades of green, because that's a good indicator I'm getting a variety of nutrients and minerals. I still hit my protein and caloric goals on a daily basis. When I snack, I like to stick to simple foods like Greek yogurt, hummus, berries, nuts, because on a daily basis it's important to eat foods that are easy to digest. I don't like heavily processed foods. My thought process is we as a species have been around for tens of thousands of years, and artificial preservatives have only been around for a few decades. Our ancestors didn't have to process the same foods and chemicals that we're introducing into our diet. I think it's also important to be cognizant of your expiration dates with the minimally processed foods, so just be aware if that kind of sneaks up on you. Next is exercise. I really love exercise. I think of it as a child thinks of recess, it's that time to let loose, it's that time to be free. So, definitely find something you love. It took a few years. I used to not exercise. I didn't start exercising until college, in all honesty. And, it is a process. Find something you love. I really enjoy aerobics, spin class, bar, yoga. It's like my me time. So if you like nature, try to go for a walk. If you have kids, have them bike while you walk, or push your small children in a stroller. Sometimes you have time constraints, so try to do household activities to stay busy. Take the stairs. Beachbody on Demand has excellent videos. If you have chronic diseases, definitely talk to your physician about an exercise regimen that's effective but also safe for you. I think it's important to exercise because it gives you good range of motion. It gives your body endurance. It's going to help your body withstand the test of time. It also releases these feel-good chemicals, like endogenous chemicals like neurotransmitters, serotonin, dopamine, releases endorphins, and those are proven to make us feel good. It's so important too that the American Cancer Society recommends 5 times a week, 30 minutes moderate to rigorous activity as a preventative strategy against cancer. Next is mental emotional health, and I think these kind of go on hand in hand with how to maximize that. So number one, spend time with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Time is so precious. Build those personal relationships. That's what's going to really matter when we're older, is just reflecting back on those memories. It feels good to be around people that you care about. They're also an excellent resource too for whenever you're stressed. They can provide you some guidance. Whenever you're talking about stressors, try to avoid a negativity session, because that puts you in the wrong state of mind. Talk objectively with the goal of finding some resolution or tips. If you're ever completely stressed out, which is taking a toll on you mentally or emotionally, definitely seek guidance from a counselor. And I say this because that's their specialty. They know how to work through emotions, and it's really comforting to hear someone who is not biased, who is completely objective, and tell you, hey, your feelings are natural and it's validated, and I'm going to listen to you, and we're going to work together on finding a solution that works well for you. I I think it's also important too for mental emotional health to do things that you love. You know, it's so easy, like in the hustle and bustle of today, we're so accessible because of technology, which is good and also a bad thing too. I think like sometimes with our career, our family duties, all of our obligations, it's easy to put the things that we really enjoy and love on the back burner, you know, so it's really important to go listen to that band you haven't listened to in years, or go watch your favorite sport event. Go to the art exhibit, you know, get your hair done, get a massage done, just things that make you happy and that make you you. We're all so unique, so it's really important not to lose that at all. Next would be spiritual health. So, you know, if you go to church, mosque, temple, synagogue, all of that is wonderful, you know, because like to me, or if you're not religious, to meditate, because it's good to focus on things that are bigger than us, right? Like to remind ourselves globally, how do we fit into this world? You know, whenever I am encountering a really hard problem, I like to pray and go to a small group and look at the Bible. You know, so if meditation's your thing, definitely do that. Like reflect on everything. I know when I pray in the mornings, I make a list of things I'm so thankful for, and it puts me in the right set of mind, because even if it's like a completely chaotic day and I don't know how I'm going to get through it, you know, like having that mindset, it like brings me back to the whole focus of things. Like I'm so thankful for so much right now in my life. Like I'm so grateful for XYZ, you know, and things are going well. So, you know, if prayer is, if you're not someone who prays a lot, you know, definitely meditate, think about the world, our interaction with one another. And I think it helps too when we think about something that's much bigger than us. It puts everything back into perspective, because sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, if I'm lost in an obstacle or something challenging, I will think it's completely consuming the room, consuming my life. And then when I take a step back, I'm just like, oh, it's such a small problem overall, like I'll get through it. But I hope that helps you today. So, you know, being a healthy person is just a good balance, like anything in life, balance between being physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually healthy. It was so nice talking to y'all. I hope you have a great afternoon.